Hey. So, it's been a day since my last little update because I didn't have internet last night. I was told I was gonna have internet and I didn't. Camped out again last night. I think I've just come to the conclusion that camping is not as fun without like friends, and it's definitely not as fun in freezing weather and like when you're in a place that's not even like pretty. It's just like a piece of grass in the middle of the city. That's not camping. So where did we leave off? Yesterday I was in, or 2 days yesterday. So I left Denver. I drove north to Cheyenne. I was worried about the weather, but it turned out okay. Climbed up into the mountains. From Cheyenne, I went west, and it was like snowy. I was up on this thing up there, like this rest area, like at the top of this mountain, and there was snow everywhere, and it was cool. It was really cold. It was like 9,000 feet, and it was like 30 degrees, but I mean, that's just freezing to me. After that, I drove clear across Wyoming, the bottom half of Wyoming, and it's basically the whole day I was like driving through the Rockies and like on these like plateaus and stuff, and it was literally, I mean, it was one of the most beautiful drives I've ever had. Um, the stuff you see, I mean, just completely surrounded by mountains and stuff. It was awesome. There were like prairie dogs. I was giving them Cheez-Its. Ended in Salt Lake City, home of Mormons and Olympians and Osmonds, from what John tells me. Well, Salt Lake City is just really pretty anyway. I mean, it's like completely surrounded by mountains and everything's just real nice and manicured. Maybe Mormons just like yard work. I don't know. I felt like I was in like Japan or something. Is that weird? Something like Japan. Just seemed nice. Like I just imagined Japan like that. Maybe I'm wrong. Well, I left this morning really early. My sleep schedule is just totally screwed now because I guess it's 6 in Panama City, 6:30 right now, but here it's 4:30. Yeah, 4:30. So I left really early. Got to Reno today. It was kind of a boring drive, kind of just same old stuff, but not as pretty as the drive from yesterday. Got here, went over to this boot store to convince myself to buy $100 pair of boots, and I just couldn't do it. I may do it tomorrow though. Driving through like past the actual Salt Lake. You know, there's all these like flats. People like go out and they gather all these stones and they write their names in the thing, in the sand or salt or whatever. And there's a giant penis. And I thought about Jake and Garrett and Wes, because that's one of our pastimes to draw penises on things. I was gonna go to Yellowstone, but I was looking at the weather, and like for the next 10 days, it's like 8 degrees at night and like snowing, and I just can't do it. My body is not made for it. I can barely sleep in this weather right now. It's like 46 at night, and I'm like dying. So I don't know. I know that I'd immediately regret it if I were trying to sleep in 8-degree weather. And subsequently, because I'm not going to Yellowstone, I don't think I'm gonna make it to Redwood either, because it just seems so out of the way. It's like 7 hours out of the way right now from where I am. The debate right now is whether or not to get up tomorrow and drive to San Francisco and then turn back east and go to Yosemite, or go straight down to Yosemite and then drive over to San Francisco the next day. Okay, good night. Hope you're having a swell time. I should be back in like a week or so. I'm covering so much ground right now. I'm seeing everything that I need to see, and I probably won't be out here as long as I thought. So I may be seeing you people sooner than we thought.